Alright guys, day 5 of Unit 9. Now we're going to work with some similar triangles with our rate of change. So I'm seeing a diagram here with a couple of triangles, and it's on an axis, y-axis, x-axis. I've got a large triangle, I've got a smaller triangle. It's also telling me that these triangles are similar, same shape, different size. So what I like to do first, I like to separate those two triangles out because I like to look at them separately. And I think it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. So I'm going to draw my little triangle here. That's my ART triangle. And then I'm going to draw the larger triangle off to the side. So I'm splitting them up. There's ABC. Now let's see if we can find anything we know about these two triangles. Well, I can see that my tall triangle goes from here to here, all the way from A to B. How tall is that tall triangle? Well, when I'm talking about height, I'm always talking about the y-axis. So look at the y-coordinates. It goes from 0 up to 8. So I know that that tall triangle is 8 units tall. Okay. The small triangle, I'm talking about from A to R, from here to here. Well, look at the y-coordinates again. This one's going from 3 to 8. And the difference between 3 and 8 is 5. So I know that the small triangle is 5 units tall. So I can compare these two triangles using those two pieces of information. It says, what is the scale factor from triangle ABC to triangle ART? Well, triangle ABC is listed first. Triangle ABC is this one. I'm going to use these two numbers, but the 8 has to come first because I want ABC first, and then my ART is 5. So my scale factor is 8 to 5, written as a fraction like that, 8 to 5. Part B says, if the slope of AC, so we're talking about this line right here, AC, if the slope of that line is -2, what's the value of x? So I'm going to go ahead and do what I did earlier in the unit. I'm going to write down the slope formula. M equals change in y over change in x. Okay, I know M is -2. We're going to call that -2/1. I'm just going to split this here to give myself some room. So I've got -2/1 equals, and I'm going to do change in y over change in x from those 2 points, A and C. So again, we're talking about from A to C right here. So I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to go 0 minus 8 on top, and x minus 0 on the bottom. So 0 minus 8, and x minus 0. So 0 minus 8, and x minus 0. And we're going to try saving some space here. I'm going to do some math here and just cross off and write it down. 0 minus 8 is -8. So I'm going to cross this and put a -8 right here. X minus 0 is just x. I don't even need this. That's just x. Now I can cross multiply. 1 times -8 is -8. And -2 times x is -2x. If I divide both sides by -2, I'm finding a value for x. X equals 4. Is that what I wanted? It says if the slope of AC is -2, what's the value of x? Well, I got x. X is 4. Now, what x is 4 means is this coordinate right here, instead of being x0, right here, instead of being x0, is 4, 0. Because x is 4. Alright? Which tells me that the length of BC, and we're talking about horizontal length here, we're going from 0 to 4 now. That's 4. So that's how long that big triangle is. The bottom of that big triangle is 4. Right here. Okay, so now let's see what they want to know for part C. Part C says, using the information from A and B, what's the length of RT? So they're looking for the length of the small triangle. We don't know that yet. But we know these two triangles are similar. We also know that we have 5 is going to 8 by a scale factor. And we're looking for what goes here that also goes to 4. So we can set up another proportion. We're going to use this 8 over 5 from these two triangles. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. 8 over 5 equals, and since 8 goes to 5, 4 has to go to something. So I'm setting it up like that. 8 goes to 5 like 4 goes to x. And now, easy cross products, 8x equals 5 times 4 is 20. Divide by 8. 20 divided by 8 is 2.5. And that is my length for x, 2.5. So that's my length of RT, because I just found out that this right here is going to be 2.5.